Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the UDA nominations was supposed to help William Samoei Ruto to understand where he's coming from, where he's heading to, and what it means for him in this August election and the Kenya Kwanza coalition as a whole. So there are lessons William Ruto has finally learned after the UDA primaries. And that the results here is not good for William Samoei Ruto. The outcome is so embarrassing. The turnout is discouraging. And if you check at statistics on the turnout, especially from Mount Kenya region and Rift Valley, because for William Samoei Ruto to become a president, what he needs is the numbers from Rift Valley, number one. Number two, it is Mount Kenya region. And Professor MUTAHI NGUNYI tweeted something after UDA primaries. The truth of the matter is that UDA turnout in Mount Kenya has been about 3%. 3%, not 30. But this is what Professor MUTAHI NGUNYI is commenting on UDA nominations about Mount Kenya region. If you allow me to read. Dear Kikuyus, only 2% of your voters participated in the UDA nominations. Yet you have told us that 90% of Kikuyu will vote for Ruto. Numbers do not lie. Kikuyus are the ones lying. UDA is a Kalenjin party, and the Kikuyus knows it. Kalenjinization of Kikuyus dead, and the 2% is evidence. That is Professor MUTAHI NGUNYI giving his own views after UDA primaries. So he has given it 2%. Let us give it even 3%. What Ruto needed in this UDA primary was to know how much UDA party has influence in Kenyan politics. How far does UDA party has influence in Mount Kenya region? And what is the reflection at home, Rift Valley? Because these other areas they were negotiating, if you come to Western, you go to Coast region, you go to Nyanza region, and all those other parts of the country, there was negotiation, arranged democracy, consensus. That's what they were using. But in Mount Kenya and Rift Valley, they had to go into nominations. So I want us to use this opportunity to check on the UDA primary nomination results, the turnout, and what it means for William Samoei Ruto in the upcoming August election. But before we go deep into that, I have a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you have not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our video to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, the truth of the matter is that even William Samoei Ruto is shocked with the result from Mount Kenya region. For Ruto to become the president of the Republic of Kenya, he might need about 99% of Mount Kenya region, 100% of Rift Valley, then collection in Western Pale na huku kwengine. That's how easily William Ruto can become president. But if he does not have the backing of Mount Kenya region, then Ruto is going nowhere. Remember President Uhuru Kenyatta in 2013-2017 He had 100% of Mount Kenya. Rift Valley backed him about 80 or 90%. But still, rigging happened for him to become president in 2017. Wale watu wa muamini, muangalia mambo Maraga alifanya. Maraga could not just nullify election if it was not rigged, especially when we had an incumbent president. So it was a clear indication. And therefore, at least in this by-election from Mount Kenya region, Ruto needed at least a turnout of 50% for him to be sure that Mount Kenya region is going to vote with him. But this 2% is a clear communication to William Samoei Ruto that Mount Kenya is finally slippery. He should not be 100% sure that these people are going to vote for him. If he was targeting 90%, let him reduce to 50% and look for the other votes somewhere else. That is what this primary is communicating to William Samoei Ruto. 3% turnout in an area you are perceived to be your stronghold definitely is disastrous. And this might have been a reflection of how William Samoei Ruto has been handling his campaign in Mount Kenya region. Number one, a lot of insult towards Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta by his close allies. When Moses Kuria gets to Gatundu there, they have been there. What he does, he is spitting a lot of bile towards Uhuru Kenyatta family. They have been insulting President Uhuru Kenyatta. So, some people in Mount Kenya might have just got tired of the insult. They're just tired on how these people are using abusive language towards even Raila Odinga. That's why the turnout was poor. This is what happened, because these people maybe are looking at William Samoei Ruto as a person who just needs to sell his agenda to the people and not use the insult and what Uhuru used in 2017 and 2013 to get votes from the region. Because they were using threats that Raila Odinga is a distractor, Raila Odinga ni muganga, Raila Odinga is against the Kikuyus. The truth is that Raila is not that person these people have been told. And now they're learning the truth here. So Ruto has been using the same means to approach to Mount Kenya region politics. That's why things are not working in his interest. So Ruto needs to change on how he's approaching Mount Kenya region votes, campaigns, and even the kind of allies around him from Mount Kenya region. If you have Ndindi Nyoro here, Rigathi Gachagua, Kimani Ichung'wah, who are every day, every night insulting those people who are against William Samoei Ruto, rather than campaigning and selling the UDA manifesto, then people are just tired. The economy is not working. Then you are coming to insult rather than you promise these people, you know what, more so that they can trust in you and they can easily give you their votes. So what has happened to today can be a reflection to anticipate on ballot in August. Secondly, Mount Kenya region does not have a presidential candidate, a serious one. This is one of the reasons why they are not serious to get out in large numbers. And by the way, in Mount Kenyan history, this is the first time they have had the lowest turnout in party primaries. It has never happened like this. So it tells you that these people have no much interest in what is going to happen in Kenya during election because they don't have a serious presidential candidate. So if you are targeting to get their vote, don't anticipate that they are going to give their vote about the turnout might be like 80 or 90. In fact, turnout in Mount Kenya region should be pegged at 60 or 70. They have nothing to defend. They have had presidency for about 2 consecutive period. The Kibaki time came, Uhuru time came. If there is something they had to enjoy, they have enjoyed. If there is something they understand now, whether you have presidency or not, you might not have, they are aware of this. So, there is no way these people are going to turn out in large numbers. So, the target of William Samoei Ruto in the Mount Kenya region should be revised. He should revise, and he has to now spread his wings and look to other areas. Focus in those areas to get votes so that you can compete with Raila fairly. If not, Raila Odinga is coming with these other small communities. And through this vote that Raila has always enjoyed, he is going to easily clinch to power, as William Ruto will be crying. So that is what this result has reflected on ballot. Now, it was not only Mount Kenya region. Again, the reflection has been in Rift Valley. Voter turnout is not good. Now, that is home ground. The turnout was bad. So, Ruto need to rethink on how to approach even the politics at home. Because even in Rift Valley, Ruto needed to have like 60% turnout. Because having a UDA ticket in Rift Valley, you are having one leg in the National Assembly, in the Parliament, or those elective seats. But you see, the turnout wasn't that much good. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. So let us have a continuation of this conversation through the comment section. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.